So the avocado truffle, when we moved in the cafeteria, we saw that there was an avocado festival. So we looked around. The first year we were not open. And when came the second year, we said, okay, let's try to have a booth with our chocolates. Maybe we'll see how it goes. And it didn't go really good for us because people were not in the avocado festival to buy chocolate. They were looking.
There was no avocado truffle at this time. He hadn't made one. It was just a regular line of chocolates.
So the process is I do my mixture of cream with the sugars, my avocado. I mix all this, then I add that in my white chocolate, and I do my ganache, my emulsion. Then this, when it's ready, I let it sit for almost 12-13 hours before I can pipe it. So when it's hard, I put this in a pastry bag and I'm piping it on the tray with a parchment paper. Then this, I let it dry for 24 hours.
Packaging, for me, that's my end of it. I think that first of all, you see the chocolates, it's the eye, it's the seduction of the eye, and then you have the sensation of the lips, and then you have the tantalizing of the tongue and heaven for the taste buds. These are Jean-Michel's chocolates, and the packaging needs to go along with all of that.
And all my recipe are all my own creation, so there is some recipes that I already created in France before we opened the restaurant. Before we came to California, I already started to work on some recipe, and then when we got the place here, I started with only 21 different chocolates. And now we have 36 different flavors, plus one I do every month. So we lived in California for 4 years. Then we decided to go back to France. And I work in a hotel. I did the opening of a new hotel for 4 years. Then we decided to open our own restaurant in this medieval town.
And in the meantime, I spoke no French at all, and so that gave me an opportunity to learn the language. And the people in this particular village were absolutely fabulous. And Jean-Michel had purchased a little French-English, English-French, something that I put on my keys. And so every time I left the house, I brought that with me, and everybody was fabulous with us. They were great, and I think in the end they felt very, very part responsible for our restaurant, because when we finally did open our restaurant, half the people that came, of course, were people who helped me learn the language, and so they felt very proud that they were part of it. And
okay, all right. So we met in '87 in Newport Beach. I was in Chicago on vacation visiting a friend, and I was looking for a job, and I met a chef, new owner of a restaurant in Newport Beach who was looking for somebody. So this is how I arrived in Newport Beach.
And I had a hair salon, and I bartended on the weekends for a friend of mine, and so I was there when he arrived, and so we worked together on the weekends, and every time I would go in the kitchen and get a lemon or a lime, I found him following me with his eyes. It was kind of uncomfortable.
But she was coming a lot to get one lemon at a time.
And I guess it worked because 4 months later we were married.
And it's 27 years old. One of my favorite and maybe my proudest one is coconut and curry. And it's a dark chocolate truffle, and it's rolled in roasted coconut. And it's really the mixture of flavors that you have when you taste it. It's going on and on and on. It's
and
really,
explodes in your
yes.
mouth.
you hear your taste buds singing. It's a little snaggle. Love, passion, and creativity.
Love, passion, and creativity.
Let's try it again.
Love, passion,
passion,
and
and
creativity.
You're singing. Well, it was, I think, and I'm speaking pretty much for him, but we didn't want to do restaurants anymore, and we thought about a bed and breakfast, but that also would tie us in. And so we needed to do something that Jean-Michel was going to be very creative and that I could do the marketing on. And so this is what we decided to do. And it was the best thing we ever did because we opened up, and 4 years later we were able to open a second shop in downtown Santa Barbara, and we opened at a really hard time. We really didn't do our homework for that because we came in 2006 where just the economy was diving, and it was very difficult to have anybody help us. We didn't want to spend all our money from the sale of our restaurant in our home from France, but pretty much that's what we did. And we said, let's just do it, let's go for it. Just the two of us, and let's see. So we did it.
We did.
And here we are. Never.
No.
Never.
Never, and we don't get tired of chocolate, and I will stop the day making chocolate the day I get tired of eating chocolate or tired of making chocolate. But no, chocolate, it's, I love the smell, I love to eat chocolate, I eat chocolate every day.
So do I. Every day. Every day. And plus, even if I say, okay, I've eaten too much chocolate today, you know, there's always something I get to try because he's always trying something new. There's a new flavor that comes every month. And so there's always something to try. But here I think everything is a community decision. Even for the chocolates, he's the one who creates the chocolates. He's the one who has the recipes. But I get to try them, and if I really don't care for it, then if I don't care for it and it's good, he still will do it. But if I have an opinion that in something, he will listen to that opinion and sometimes change it. And
Yes, she's good for me because sometimes I might be a little bit too go a little bit too far in my exploration of a new flavor. So she calmed me down. So it's good like that. It's a good thing.
we're a good balance. We're a good balance, and I'm pretty much the marketing, and he's pretty much the creator. But we have found that through the years we both have come together, and it's great. I don't make any of the chocolate, but through social media, he has also come out of a shell, so to speak, as far as doing marketing and things like that too. So it's great. It's great. And having the second shop, I think, is really good. I'm usually always in the second shop, and he's here, so that we have the same goals, but yet we still come together in the